All right, what up, people? Peace, power, and profit to everybody that's coming through and that'll be in the chat. This is your brother Chris Woods, and today we're gonna talk about sneakers and a lot of news, a lot of drops, and I'm going to be unboxing some new inventory that I've gotten in, and we're gonna have fun with it. Discuss some investor parts of being in the sneaker game, and just kind of breaking down some things about sneakers itself, and talking about some news that's been happening the last week or so. So I gotta start with shouting out to my brother Andre with Passport Global. Appreciate that. For putting me on your platform, allow me to use your platform to discuss stuff I do on a regular. So let's talk about what happened today. I'm so mad. Um, Sneakers app, which is a product of Nike, um, just dropped the Jordan 1 taxis on a shot drop, and I missed them. So I'm kind of hot about that. That is a highly released Jordan 1 that a lot of people wanted, and apparently a lot of people have them now. Um, they just dropped them maybe about 2 hours ago, and I was not paying attention, and I missed out. So I have to wait till the official drop date, which is on the 24th of this month. So I didn't get them today, but I will get them when they drop, guaranteed. And if you need pairs, of course, just hit me up because I will take care of you on that front. So let's start off with um, talking about this situation with um, these trailers uh, in Memphis on Nike's property. That is one of Nike's hubs for shipping and where they store their warehouses. One of the places. So Memphis is basically a warehouse storage place where when a shoe drops, most likely that shoe is going to be shipping from Memphis. Uh, that's not in every case, but most cases it is. However, so what happened? Um, Apparently, Nike was on like a Labor Day type of holiday weekend or a week off, and apparently they left these trailers with a bunch of product, you know, on them or in them, I should say. And some people in Memphis took advantage of it. Now, this had to be an inside job. Somebody that works there knew that there was product there. They knew it was on the trailers, on the trucks, and must have told their peeps. And you know, then there's the carnage, and now you see a whole bunch of people that have a lot of early release pairs of the Jordan 11 cherries, the Jordan 4 purple canyons, the Jordan 4 white navies or the midnight navies, whichever you prefer, and the Jordan 6 chromes. Now, there was some people reported that the black canvas Jordan 4s was on there as well, but we don't have any pictures or any details uh, proving that. So those were, I, wait, I think, no, I think those, yeah, those weren't on there. So um, I'm not sure about those yet. But for sure, the Jordan 11 cherries that come out in December and the Jordan 4 white navies that come out, I think, this month in October. Well, in October, like the 22nd or the 29th, I believe. And then you have the Jordan 6 chromes, which are supposed to drop in November. And their first mistake, of course, they posted this stuff online on their social medias, you know, on their personal pages. Now, whether they did it themselves or there was a lot of people, getting snapshots of certain people, saying that their friends had pairs, I just got mine and stuff like that. That was the first mistake. So it may not have been the sellers themselves, but it was their customers who were posting. And later they deleted that, because of course, they didn't want to be investigated, because that Nike, MPD, which is the Memphis Police Department, the FBI, was all going to use this information to indict these people who stole this product. And if you've seen some of the pictures and videos that have been floating around, uh, you can see the carnage. A bunch of open boxes, stuff all over the shipping yard, and it's like they went crazy. They went crazy for this product, and you can tell that you know this was not like just a few people knew. This had to be a big group of people that knew about this, and because you can tell from the pictures that they went hard. They went and grabbed everything. They hit a lick for sure. But back to the posting on social media, and then we'll get into where they were selling these. So of course they posted on social media, to garner interest from people to make some quick money off some early pairs. So um, that's the mistake. They posted it online. A lot of them later deleted it, but you will still see these pictures and videos floating around because everybody knows now. And that was mistake number one, of course. So now what has happened, they've tried to resell these stolen goods on certain platforms like StockX, Goat, eBay, Macari, and OfferUp, and other little reselling sites where you can resell product. So StockX and Goat halted sales of these particular products because it's like, how did you get these early release pairs this early and you're already selling them online? And it's been made aware, of course, that this event happened, the break-in, the stealing of these stolen products. So I believe StockX and Goat were working with Nike and the FBI to halt sales of these products, particularly the Jordan 11s, and I believe the Jordan 6 Chromes. The Jordan 4s, not so much, because they're kind of already in stores. So, and they have a release date next month. So it's not far fetched that early pairs are already out here. But it's just a simple fact that the other two pairs don't come out for a little while, 2 or 3 months. So that's more obvious that those products are being stolen, and we can see the evidence there. So what was crazy though is that people were selling these shoes for like $100, $150. Now the retail price for these are, what I think the Jordan 11 cherries are going to be 225. The Jordan 4 white navies are going to be 210. The Jordan 6 chromes are 200. So, but I guess when you get them for free, it doesn't really matter. You're profiting off of them, uh, regardless. However, on the flip side, other people were selling, Jordan 11 cherries for like $500 a pop, and I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Uh, $500 pop, and I seen screenshots of Jordan 4 is going for 350. The Chrome's going for 375, and I'm like, I don't know about those. Like those prices are, ridiculous. But if you have a demand for them, if you have people that's gonna buy, they're gonna buy regardless. So, I just I just think it's wild that they wasn't smart enough to not post that stuff online, and then you go directly to, reselling marketplaces and try to sell stolen goods as if they don't have your information. So this is why they halted the sales. And if this goes further to where if they want to investigate and find these people, those who posted online on social media and those who tried to sell on StockX and Go and all these other, reselling marketplaces, they have their information. They can investigate and, pursue legal action. Nike will, most likely do that. This, to them, that's $800,000 worth of product that was stolen. I mean, that's small change to them, but at the same time, you know, they have the money to, you know, pursue legal action. Um, they can report this as, as a loss on their, profit and loss margins. Um, what else? And they can get this money back for sure. Because it's called taxes, right? So they can write this off as a loss. So, I don't think it was smart. If you're going to do something like that, I'm not endorsing uh, being a thief or stealing. But if you're going to do something like that, you definitely shouldn't post it online. And you shouldn't tell everybody either, because word is going to spread. Once word spread, everybody knows, and then they are going to go post online. And then there you have it. You are indicted, and so are anybody that bought from you. And they will, like I said, pursue legal action for that, because it's not smart to you know take stolen product and blast it on your social media pages for the simple fact to make money. And I can't condone that. Um, nor am I gonna. I don't know any of these people personally, but I do know that once it's on the internet, it's there, and quickly it's circulated all over social media, and those people will probably be getting, you know, a call, or they probably will be getting pulled over, for their actions, and that's how the cookie crumbles with that. So they weren't able to, do whatever they need to do to make money on these stolen goods. So with that being said, let's get into some other sneaker news. We are in the last couple weeks, going into September. Like I said earlier, the Jordan 1 taxis just shot dropped earlier this morning at 11 o'clock. Hate I missed that. Kind of mad, but I will get my pair regardless. But that's an interesting thing, because this was random. This was something random Nike did. They actually did a poll on the Snkrs app, asking members do which would they rather participate in. I think it was the sneaker stash, um, the call the shot drop, and it was two other options that you could select, and they voted on it. I don't know if that had anything to do with what happened today, because I think this was completely random. Nobody knew about it. I seen it late, unfortunately, but whoever was paying attention, they got a pair. Some people got multiple pairs, and that's how the cookie crumbles with that. Um, but it's an interesting time in the sneaker market right now. Resellers are getting destroyed, and a lot of consumers believe that Nike is behind this. And I will tell you that Nike does share some responsibility behind this, but there's an economic business side to this as well that you may not be aware of. Um, I know inflation and all of this other stuff is being, talked about on different media channels and, the news and this and that. But, the Federal Reserve is responsible for what is happening into the economy right now. So it's not that Nike is trying to so-called control the sneaker resale market, and trying to flush resellers out. It's that a lot of people don't have that extra tax, PPP money, stimulus money, um, and all of that. All of that stuff is dried up a year ago. So, shoes are not creeping up in value as fast as they did, during the pandemic. So, you know, a lot of shoes are sitting. They're available for purchase for people who want to go get them at any time. They can walk in and go grab them. So no, resellers are not making as much money as they were a year ago because economic activity is causing people to, save some coins. They're spending more on groceries, spending more on gas, rent, and so forth and so on because of inflation. So I think that's the other side that sneakerheads or consumers need to understand about how this market is when it comes to finances, uh, trading and trading and bartering. So buying and selling, this is also affected too with sneakers and collectibles in general. So that's something that you should keep in mind or even study. You can always hit me up, go to my channel because I talk about this stuff um, as well outside of just being a consumer. Um, Also, what I wanted to get into that's on the same lines of that, Foot Locker and Dick's Sporting Goods. Um, so, Foot Locker reported earlier this year, as well as Nike, that they were receiving less inventory of Nike products. So I think it went from like 55% to like 45% of inventory that that was shrinking on the behalf that Nike wants to go to more direct to consumer. And excuse me, and Foot Locker wants to promote other brands like New Balance, Puma, um, Adidas. Um, Puma has a strong following now with Alonzo Ball and not Alonzo Ball, Lamelo Ball, excuse me. Um, and that they are really pushing that and promoting that, which is really good for both sides. To be honest, Nike needs more stores, actual physical stores for customers to shop because there is not a lot. Foot Locker, on the other hand, they don't have a lot of brick and mortar stores either. Um, but they are, building more too as well. On the Foot Locker side, they acquired Atmos and WSS, and I believe another company that they picked up as well. I'm not sure right off top, but they both growing um, in their own on their own terms. So yes, Foot Locker would still be getting product from Nike, but it would just be less product. As Nike, goes more direct to consumer, building more stores and also propping up Dick's Sporting Goods. So, in my personal opinion, Dick's DSG, pause, DSG uh, blows Foot Locker out the water, in my personal opinion. From the store setup, gorgeous store. I just went in this past Saturday. Um, Man, I enjoyed my experience. At Dick's Sporting Goods, DSG. Uh, Picking up my Jordan 3 Fire Reds. Um, it was, it's a beautiful store, man. It's 2 floors. Um, it was in a particular mall, but they whole setup and the products that they have, they cater to all sports for one. Foot Locker, is more like apparel, apparel, shoes, and things like that. Dick's Sporting Goods is more like it's a more of a sports store, that carries apparel and shoes, but they also carry, you know, athletic products. Um, it's almost like an Academy Sports and Outdoors. Like they got camping stuff. They have stuff for baseball, football, basketball. Um, like I said, camping. They got all of those type of products in there, and to add, they get Jordan. They get Jordan retros, and they also get Yeezys. So Foot Locker has Yeezys too, but Dick's, DSG is getting those products. And now, as a Nike member, you can connect your DSG account with your Nike account. So, boom, that's pretty awesome. And for Nike, um, and this is no shade to Foot Locker. Foot Locker's been a staple brand, since I was a kid. So that's over 3 decades. Um, they just growing at different paces and going different routes with their businesses, and that's fine. And that's fine. They still do business together, um, but they're propping up more. Nike is propping up more DSG than they are Foot Locker, and I think it's good because DSG is a a great store. I like the experience. Like I've been to Foot Locker since I was a kid. I mean, it's the same type of setup. Um, you got shoes, you got the hot releases, and then you get your retail apparel. So Dick's Sporting Goods is definitely a different experience, man. I really like, their setup. I like, their business model. I like the products that they have, and they cater to all athletes. So all different type of sports. Foot Locker does not have that. So that's the difference between DSG and Foot Locker, and why Nike is going more direct to consumer, but also partnershiping with DSG to where you get Jordan retros and you get Adidas Yeezys and you get the whole sports experience um, with DSG. So that's not to knock on Foot Locker because they doing their thing. They doing their thing too, and if you look at it on the business side as an investor, you can tell that DSG has a lot of doesn't have a ceiling. Like they can scale their business, they can continue to scale their business. Foot Locker, it's already like it's a pillar, it's a staple. We all know Foot Locker, and being into the stores as kids, grew up with Foot Locker, but DSG just it offers more to athletes than Foot Locker does. And that's no shade on either side. Both benefit from Nike, um, and they will both continue to grow. But my experience this past weekend inside of DSG, I I like DSG better than Foot Locker. So that's my opinion on that. And so since we're here and we're talking about Dick's Sporting Goods and talking about Foot Locker, I'm going to show some inventory that I picked up within the last week or so. I would say the last couple weeks. From different retailers, and especially DSG, where I got my Fire Red threes. We're gonna take a look at some of the new stuff that I have, and y'all can tell me if you like it or not, and we'll go from there. So, first and foremost, this box here. This is the Jordan 3 Dark Iris. Um, I got these from Chic. Chic is another retailer. Um, and these came out August 24th, I believe. And man, I love Jordan 3s. I really love Jordan 3s. But this shoe in particular, it gives me court purple vibes, except for this is more of a different type of purple. That's why they call it the dark iris. Um, to be honest, this is not a bad shoe. It's a pretty decent shoe. I normally don't like a lot of white on the shoes, but for a Jordan 3, and it's perfect. It's fine. It works out. I'm actually might have to send these back because they got some I got some quality control issues on these. So, but anyway, this was not a very popular shoe uh, that was talked about. I know some people like these. However, got the famous elephant print. If you're a Jordan 3 head, then you know the elephant print is the staple of the Jordan 3. And, that is the reason why you cop these, the elephant print on a Jordan 3. So that is the Jordan 3 Dark Iris. And that came out in August this year. All right. All right. So what we got next? What's up, y'all? Shout out to Mo and Andre in the chat and everybody that's watching. All right, so what we got in this box here is the Jordan 14 Light Ginger. Now, if you're a sneakerhead, hold on, let's get that right. If you're a sneakerhead, then you know the original Gingers that came out in a low cut in the Jordan 14. So they decided to give us the high, and I actually got Mo's nephew some of these, and I had to go ahead and grab me a pair. The same thing with this shoe. This, it wasn't really a popular shoe. Nobody, really cared that it was dropping. Some people, they like the OG, the original colorway. Uh, like I said, which came in a low, and this is like a mid or a high. Um, some people like the OGs better, and some people still mess with the high cut. And to me, I prefer the highs or the mid cut than the lows. Um, Now, all the 14s that I have, they have done well um, as far as me holding them dead stock and not wearing them. They have went up in price and value. So maybe these will. I think they will because, like I said, it is a original colorway that's came out before, not the OG colorway. However, this white toe box did kind of bother me a little bit, but I'm looking past it because I love the ginger and I love the material on these. So, hate on y'all. When these go to 300, holla at me. All right, so that is the Jordan 14 Light Ginger. Find a better way to do this. All right. All right, next. Next, if you know, if you're a sneakerhead, you know this box. This normally comes in the Jordan 13s and the Jordan 14s. But these are the Jordan 13 French Blues. And uh, these, let me be honest, man. This is a clean shoe. This is a clean shoe. You know, people don't like them. You know, they resellers don't like a shoe that doesn't do well enough to make money. So I like these. If you know about shoes, these actually came out in the Jordan 12 as well. So this is like paying homage to the 12. To me, it's a clean colorway. I love 13. 13s are hood shoes. You know, a lot of people, you know, didn't want to grab these because you know they tight on money and they want to cop, you know, the hottest shoes that come out, something they really want. Now, if we was in a regular economy, these would have flown off the market, but they are sitting. They are sitting at multiple stores. You know, matter of fact, I think they're even going below retail. They're like 160 some dollars. You know, that's how bad the market is right now because of economic factors. So, um, dope shoe, man. You know, like I said, if we was in a normal economy, people would have these. You know, they would have sold out, but that is not the reality. So these are the Jordan 13 French Blues. All right. Okay. So this shoe, this shoe right here. Oh man, this shoe. I love this shoe. I loved it so much that I sold my first pair and I was able to grab a second pair, thankfully. Um, this shoe has came out before as well. This is the Jordan 6 Midnight Navies. Special box and packaging. And to the shoe. And I got to say that this shoe is an absolute beauty. The leather quality on these, oh man. The leather quality is perfect. The white is crispy. You know, you got the midnight navy blue hints, the clear or translucent soles. This is just a clean shoe, man. It's a clean Jordan 6. I love Jordan 6. If you're a sneakerhead, you know that Jordan 6 was a playoff or NBA championship shoe for MJ. So it is a classic, and you know it may be majority white, but these are clean. These are clean. These are icy. Uh, I will hold these, and they will go up in value. These did have a little hype behind them because they was originally supposed to drop last year, but they dropped I think in March this year, I believe, March or April. So definitely a fire shoe, man. Fire shoe. The Jordan 6 Midnight Navy. All right. All right. So what we got next? This shoe, for real Jordan fans, this shoe, this is an OG colorway. Now, it's in an unpopular silhouette. And these are the Jordan 7 Citrus. OG colorway. Not the most favorite silhouette, but this is a clean colorway, dope colorway, OG colorway, man. And I'm not really a fan of sevens, but these and the Cardinals that's dropping later this year, the Olympic sevens are must cop, must cop. Any OG that comes out, it's a must grab. It's a must grab. Those are the Jordan 7 Citrus. They also then do that are not doing well on the resale market. They are sitting as well at retail stores if you want a pair. Uh, like I said, man, people see that these shoes are sitting, and a lot of these new kids and newer age groups that's getting into sneakers, or people who just want to make money in resale. Uh, they don't appreciate OGs, nor do they the disrespect is real because a shoe is not going for a high price to where they can make money and resell it. Uh, they call it a brick. I don't get these people, man. Yeah, Dre. Them Olympic sevens are fire. Probably my favorite seven of all, to be honest. All right, so let's get into the next shoe. All right, so we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Uh, I just grabbed this shoe maybe like a couple weeks ago. Um, it's a Nike Dunk. Now, Nike Dunks are popular in this day and age, um, and a lot of these Dunks are going higher in the resale market than Jordan Retros. Hard to believe, ain't it? I know. However, that's the reality. But this is the Nike Dunk Lottery Malachite. Now, I didn't know exactly you know um, what these were gonna look like. I'm not really a Dunk fan. I really bought them just to resell them. Um, but I've considered keeping these. So what's special about these actually? They come with a scraper because you can actually scratch off the Nike right here. I think it's on the other pair. Yeah. So it's on this, on this side. So it comes with this scratch off thing right here. So you can just scribble and scratch off the Nike, um, that color, and these are called the lottery for that reason. So I think this is a dope and creative shoe, and I think I'm gonna keep these. I think I am until somebody offers me the price that I'm looking for. I want. They also came out in a fog gray, and more people wanted those because gray is more neutral. But I rock with the green joints. So these are the Nike Dunk uh, Lottery SE Malachite. All right, all right. So these. Oh man, oh man, these. Oh my God, this right here itself. So this is a collaboration shoe, and what's special about this particular shoe and the other two or three that I have, um, is the fact that a black man created this. This is a black man's product, right? Now the Jordan 2 silhouette, is a byproduct of Nike, but the designer is a brother named James Whitner. He's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and he came up with two companies, or I think three altogether. But it's the Whitaker Group. There's a few more, and then you have A Ma Manière, which is French for my way. You know, doing things my way. Um, and then you have the social status. So these three collabs or four collabs that I have, this is the Jordan 2 version of that. Now I just got these back. I originally had a pair of these, but I sold them, knowing or hoping that I was going to get another pair. And I just got them the other day. So these are the Jordan 2 A Ma Manières. And you see that special box of packaging. And open the box. Look at that. That was the dunk contest. And MJ rocking the original Jordan 2 Chicago's. All right. And in the box, you see the design. In the box, this is what we have. The Jordan 2 silhouette, which is not, you know, a very popular silhouette, but some people do. Just a different, different type of material, crackle material on these. Very similar to the Jordan 1s that came out last year. Jordan 1 A Ma Manières. And this burgundy crust colorway. And then you have the quilted inside. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's just a super dope design, man. And you got the A Ma Manière hang tag. Super dope design. Very creative. And then just changing the material, you know, on the shoe, opposed to, you know, making it regular. You know, he really put his own spin on this collab here. And like I said, he has, I think he has 5 or 6 collaborations with Nike, but 4 specifically with Jordan. I have 3 here with me. The airships that just came out last month, I have those as well. And I'm going to do a review on those. So you can't see those yet. But yeah, dope shoe, man. Dope shoe, dope collaboration. Gonna hold its value. The Jordan 2 A Ma Manière. Nobody messing with them on the packaging either. I shout out them for that too. But the packaging itself is dope. All right, so next. These shoes came out last week. And it's the Jordan 6 Midnight Navies. Or, no, excuse me. The Jordan 6 Georgetown. And I was very happy to get these. Fire shoe. The Georgetown colorway, paying homage to Georgetown. I have the 3s as well. So yeah, man, dope shoe. I know a lot of people who got theirs from Nike, who ordered from Nike, are still waiting on their pairs because Nike was on break. So people was getting scared that, you know, the people in Memphis stole their pairs. But those shoes weren't on those trucks, on those trailers. But yeah, man, Jordan 6 Georgetown. Fire shoe, translucent bottom, gray suede, midnight, or what they call some kind of blue they call this. It's navy blue to me, but fire. All right. All right. So this box, OG colorway, just dropped this past Saturday, and they made these like the 1988s, the original Jordan 3 Fire Reds. These are exactly like the 1988s. The '07 and the '13 pairs, they were pretty similar, but they did not have the Nike Air on the back tab. These do. These were a must cop. Matter of fact, I doubled up and I grabbed two pairs. Sell another one. And these are the Jordan 3 Fire Reds. And comes that. And to the shoe. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, man. Can't beat that. Can't beat the OGs, man. OGs are must cops, as I said earlier. Must cops. That famous elephant print. You actually still get a pair of these too. I think they still sitting at some stores, just not in Houston. So, yeah, man, had to double up. And like I said, I got a pair from DSG, Dick's Sporting Goods, and I got a pair from JD Sports, Finish Line. And, my experience with Dick's Sporting Goods, way better than Foot Locker. But anyway, these are the Jordan 3 Fire Reds 2022. All right. Now these, Jordan 12 box. And these, I think a lot of people like these. They were impressed with them. Jordan 12 is also a hood shoe. These are the Jordan 12 Stealth. To me, I would rather them have called these cool grays, because it's actually very, very similar to the cool gray colorway, which is that cool gray and white. Dope shoe. Jordan 12 hood shoes, you know how it is. Iconic silhouette. We like Jordan 12s, and those are the stealths. Now, the last pair that I have also came in a stealth colorway. And what's special about these are the Jordan 1 stealth. And what's special about these, they made them with the goat on the back of the tongue. I don't know if you can see it. Let me try to get you a better shot. Probably can't see it, but these are very similar to the Heritage that came out early this year. The same color blocking. This is just gray. The Heritage was supposed to have like more of a Chicago feel or color blocking similar, but as you can tell, a lot of people didn't like all this white right here. Uh, so that's what made these like just a basic shoe, even though it has some custom design to it. Um, and like I said, if this had been a different color blocking, they would have did a lot better. Even with the sneaker market how it is now. Um, but it's just the color blocking on these. I mean, I like them personally, but they are very similar to the Heritage. And it's just the case that if the midsole was gray and the upper was white, then this would have been at least a $300 shoe right now, at least maybe 250, 300, somewhere in there. But they're not. So, but these are the Jordan 1 Stealths. And this is the last shoe that I have um, to unbox. I have grabbed these all within the last 2 to 3 weeks. And, if you do want any of these shoes, you can hit me up and I can get you a pair. Or, you can go to your local stores in the mall or online and see what they have to offer. Um, but a lot of these are not hard releases to get, seeing that the market is different now. So they are available for purchase at your local, retailers, or if you know anything about the resale market, you can also buy them on different platforms too. So yeah, that's some of the majorly the shoes I bought in the last couple of weeks. And we're just gonna wait on those Jordan 1 taxis that's supposed to drop. And what's today? Today is the 13th, like in 11 days. So those are gonna be a movie, and I'm gonna cop those because I have a pair of Jordan 1 Pollins that dropped almost a year ago as well, and they're basically the same color but different color blocking. So I need to grab those taxis when they come out, so I can do a comparison for everybody and even for myself to show you the different color blockings and how and why a shoe will go up in value because of how the color blocking is. And everybody does that. They compare, the colorways of certain OGs. Like if they have the OG color blocking, that shoe is gonna do well. Um, and if it doesn't, it could do mid tier or it can just go, for retail on the resale market. I think that matters a lot because how the type of colorways that Nike is doing. Um, some of them are fresh, and some of them are like, "What are you doing? These are trash." So it really comes down to that, and then the consumers. You're gonna have people who's gonna like, some of these wacky colorways, and most people are gonna be like, "No, those are trash," and they will sit and they will not do well on the resale market. But what you have to take into account on the resale market as well is um, Europe and Asia. They get these shoes first, unless it's a totally U.S. exclusive. They get these shoes first, and if those shoes are sitting over there, this is why I say you got to know economic data and understand what a country's economy is going through and what they're dealing with. In Europe right now, they dealing with super high inflation. So a lot of shoes are going to sit over there because people are paying high energy bills, high gas, high food prices, and sneakerheads, they may find a way to grab a couple sneakers here and there, but they're not going to be spending and purchasing like they were before, inflation crept up as high as it is now. So a lot of sneakers are going to sit. That's why you don't see like a $250, $300 resale prices on a lot of these shoes that are dropping, that are hype releases like the Jordan 1 Taxis. That's easily supposed to be a $300, $350 shoe, but because of the simple fact that it looks similar to the shattered backboard ones. So, but it's not. I know for my size, it's going for like 227. So, come actual release day, you know, it may be going at retail. It may be going at retail. And it's probably going to take it a little time to, get up there, which I think it will, because the taxi colorway itself, from the Jordan 12 to, anything that has taxi on it, that's a retro or an OG silhouette, is going to do well because of the name itself. But in this marketplace, it's different. So, just have to look out for that, man. And you're a sneakerhead. You got to take into account, economic factors, and how a country is, how the consumers are doing in the country. If they are spending more money on goods and services, then 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be, buying every shoe that drops. They're not going to get it every time it drops. They're going to wait a little while, and then the price is just going to sink. So us over here in the U.S. market, we're going to see the price, and as a reseller, you're not going to be able to make any money unless you really have customers that are that loyal and that will spend that much because it's you. Uh, you you know the scaling of your business that you were doing before, like in 2020, 2021, you ain't going to be able to do it now and going forward because it's just different. Inflation, changes things. So, you know, just take a look at that type of information, and you can really plan your business out like that. But y'all can follow me on Instagram at Croft Sneakers and also Wall Street Logic. Uh, those are both of my pages on IG. You can follow me on Twitter at Logic the Lion, on Facebook, Chris Logic Woods, and also my Cross Sneakers Facebook page as well. To keep you up about releases, new releases coming out, some dope shoes coming out this year, a lot of dope shoes. So be on the lookout for that. Subscribe to this channel and also subscribe to my channel. And for those of you on Facebook, make sure you like, share, and comment. Uh, even send me a message, critique. I take all those things into account because I'm going to be doing this regularly now. So I'm got to create content. So I need people's opinions. Um, Also, yeah, just hit me up on all those platforms. Follow me, share the information because it's about sharing and caring. Each one teach one. And I'm going to discuss, various things from investor sentiment to reselling to, sneaker releases, and tie all of those things together, to give you a better idea of, how I do what I do and what I see out in the marketplace. Because I know everybody loves sneakers. You know, some people may they too high for me, but you like the silhouette, you like the colors, you like the design, and you can just start there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm here to present. All facets of this thing. So so yeah, just follow me at those places. Hit the like, hit the share, comment, subscribe. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chris Woods, and find me there as well. And yeah, yeah, Dre, they suffering. People don't understand, man. People in Europe and Asia, they got it so much worse than we do. Then you talking about their inflation double digits. I know in England right now it's crazy. It's crazy over there. So, but yeah, man. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace, power, and profit. And I'm out.